I think maybe most of the comments made by my colleagues at the NEC meeting yesterday, I think some people over-amplified the comment. In my opinion, what we actually said was that the social register need to be updated. As you are aware, most of those names were put together as far back as 2019 in some cases. And of course, nothing is constant, in my opinion. Of course, that is number one. Number two, some state governors, including my humble self, believe that some of the names captured 4 years ago as the that made the list. Certainly, I believe if you look at the numbers compared to the current situation facing the country generally in terms of the level of poverty in some areas, you will agree with me that the list needs to be updated because looking at the situation, let me give you an example of Kaduna State. There are some local governments in my state that were not captured because of the problem of insecurity at that critical time. I'm talking about some local governments like Binangwara local government, Gio local government, even some local governments like Zangon Katab in southern Kaduna, and some part of Kaduna Central, some local government were missing, largely because of the issue of insecurity. So I believe really and truly that is why some people question the credibility of the social register, but the fact that we are calling for the register to be updated does not mean we are saying completely that the register was a scam. I believe some names there were captured properly, but in life, nothing is constant. You have to continue to update the register. There were some people that were not captured last time, and today you can agree with me that the vulnerable people within the society because of certain things that happen. Of course, you'll agree with me. In the last 3 years, we faced some critical crises of COVID-19 pandemic and many other social crises needs to be updated. That is number one. But my position really is not even about whether we should really use the register or not. My position has always been the fact that as the former chairman committee on banking, who had a responsibility at that time overseeing the entire financial services sector of our own country, you will agree with me that the statistics at the moment that has been provided by the NDIC, and if you go to Central Bank, you also see the same statistics by the Development Finance Department of Central Bank. You will agree with me that about 70% of the rural population in Northwest are completely financially excluded, they are unbanked. So if you want to transfer money to 8 million Nigerians, for instance, and you are telling me that you want the vulnerable people to benefit from the transfers, I will disagree with you completely that if you look at the current statistics, like I said, 70% of the adult age between 18 and above in northern Nigeria, particularly the northwest part of Nigeria, are completely unbanked. So for me, how do you really transfer this kind of money to them? I think a lot of work have to be done. When I was the chairman committee on banking, I encouraged the central bank, considering the fact that even during the World Bank IMF meeting in 2021, the position was very clear that government should try as much as possible to capture a lot of people that are unbanked and open accounts for them.